Jerry Jones does not care about winning, and the Cowboys will never get over the Super Bowl hump while he is the owner and general manager. For whatever reason, he refuses to spend money on free agents when he has failed at drafting talent to fill those roster gaps. It does not make sense, but he does not like keeping players around that he did not draft and does not like paying these guys big money. The Cowboys could have kept Amari Cooper around and had two great receivers, but once CD established himself as the number one guy, he shipped Cooper off to the Browns, did nothing with the available money to bring in other free agents, and his actions before this season and during this season are even worse. Heading into the season, the Cowboys had an opportunity to pursue big name running backs like Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley or even retain Tony Pollard. Still, their solution to their running back problem was to have Zeke return, Rico Dowdle as the main guy, while nepotism also keeps Deuce Vaughn in the building. This has earned them the worst rushing attack in the NFL through 4 games. On top of that, we all knew heading into the season the Cowboys needed someone to pair with CeeDee Lamb because the receivers they drafted all suck or are old. And still, 4 games into the season, they still are not throwing their hat in the ring for the Devontae Adams sweepstakes, which is malpractice in my opinion. The Cowboys defense is at best pedestrian, and their rushing attack is one of the worst we've ever seen. If the Cowboys want a chance at making the playoffs this year, they need their $60 million quarterback to throw for 350 to 400 yards a game to make up for where they are lacking. They can't do that with CeeDee Lamb as the only big receiving threat. They are so devoid of talent this year, they have CeeDee Lamb taking snaps at running back and they're handing it off to him. It is true that the best teams draft and develop more talent compared to spending big on free agents, but the best teams also spend money on players when the players they drafted fail. Derrick Henry has improved the Ravens offense in a major way this season. Aaron Jones has given the Vikings a very good run game after what was a disaster last year, and Xavier McKinney has brought the Packers secondary to another level. If you want to know why the Cowboys are not very good this year, it's because they were dead last in free agency spending. Can you imagine how good they would be right now if they made a move to sign Derrick Henry away from the Ravens before the season, retained Stephon Gilmore once they knew Deron Bland would miss half the year, and made a move to get someone during the season to play opposite CD? They would be contending for a Super Bowl. The Cowboys will never win a Super Bowl or come close as long as Jerry is still around.